You. Okay, we're allegedly live. So, let's just quickly save my progress to see how we're getting on. When was the last autosave? It was 8 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, so, yeah. It took a little bit of time after the stream yesterday to find oil so I could progress. In fact, it was all over here. I eventually just made a car and drove around until I found some. I am joined by Ash and Stu on this occasion, as I am semi-regularly. I'm hoping it's all working on YouTube's end. It appears to be.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to future-proof my system a little more, because that seems like a good idea. Now, you may notice, but it's like, but you said you would just have robots. I only have one type of robot so far, so I'm going to have to transition between having robots and not having robots and having robots. Because, yeah. I used all those up pretty quick, damn.
I guess you need to make sure you have a robot to make it feasible.
Oh, it's more I need to get the research to get the robots, but I didn't want to, I forgot that they've added a load more steps in, between starting to get robots and having robots. So I've been doing a lot of picking up stuff and carrying it over here, because I don't have logistics robots until just now.
Are they robots in disguise?
No.
No. Okay.
Right. Do I have anything I can research that's cheap? I do. Right, I'd start filling up that research. So I can now have robots in my bag that just do the things. Which means that as long as I'm in range of some of these things, I can actually get stuff. Which means I might just make a few oddly placed robot towers just for my own convenience. And then... So for example, I want to be able to keep 200 iron, 200 copper, 200 steel, 200 gears. This always takes a little while to get it started, as I've literally gotten it as we started up now. 400 green chips. What else did I need? I mean, that's about it for raw materials, and I don't have any sub-factories yet. However, on my second row, I want to get engines. And what else did I need? So if I can get engines delivered to me, then I can... Also blue science, that was it.
So what is the purpose of the robots? Do they just fully automate stuff so you have less to do, or...?
The robots can carry stuff around. So basically, I've done this before, and I want to see how it works on the newer setup with, you know, nuclear reactors and stuff. I obviously don't have those yet, but, you know, gotta start somewhere.
So they're just little delivery men?
Yeah, you can get little delivery robots, and you can get construction robots to do it. My newest ones are the logistics ones. I have 10 so far. I need to make more.
I don't think they are.
Once I get the like next major research done, I can completely automate basically everything within reason. I need to set it up still. You know, it doesn't automatically build the factory kind of thing, but you know, say at the moment if I want to have 200 walls on me, because 200 walls, you know, it's actually kind of useful. Not at the immediate time, but I've already got 200 walls. Never mind. Braining, things, excitement. So I need to build more robot towers and just fill them in over here until I can decommission this area, which I can't do until I've gotten some of the more advanced research done. I'm going to research explosives. That will help. So I need this to be connected to this grid. Obviously, I can't fit it in there, but if I fit it in there, that's powered, and now all those little things are in my logistics area. So the fact that I want to get engines means that the engine plant should, you know, be a thing. The question is, why aren't I getting engines delivered to me? Alright. Maybe they're just, like, on strike or something, I don't know. I need the red chips. Ah! Turn logistics on. That will help. So, once I've got all this set up, and I can get the researches done to make it all faster, I'm going to start restructuring a lot of this. But basically, this is why I didn't want to build too much, because I didn't want to build something like really elaborate and then tear it apart.
That's understandable.
So my objective will be to not use many conveyor belts, at least at the moment. Obviously for like exterior mines and whatever, I'm probably still going to use trains, but that's a thing I plan to do. I can also now use logistics trash options, so I don't need to carry the lab with me. Those are spare batteries. Yeah, initially the robots are really slow and run out of battery quite regularly. So my power grid is going to suffer. However, now that I've got it in theory supplying me with all of the primary gubbins I need, I can start just making stuff in my bag and the materials will be restored to me. And obviously once I've got the ability to manufacture things regularly using the robots, which I've already started the setup for, I'll look at it through the map so I don't lose them. So over here I've got 3 regular manufacturing plants, and then the first of the big ones. They've currently got placeholder chests, but they'll be fully automated. I've also got it with 4 robot towers in a cluster to keep the charging grid up. Obviously this one's got a mine in the way, so it's a bit reduced. But the plan is to extend as much as needed. And one of the things I can do, hopefully, once I've got everything in the catchment area, is electric motors. I'll need 50 of those. Batteries, 200 of those. And I better just start making stuff in the bag. Conversely, what I can do is I can go over to a factory that makes stuff and then just, you know, put the stuff in to make it. And the robots will bring me stuff. So I need bullets reliably, because I need bullet. Yeah, so early on the robots are kind of crap. I can hopefully get an extra couple of robot towers. So these aren't in the catchment area, but these will eventually be could be request chests. I probably won't bother me going that far. But these ones over here are in the logistics area. Having one up there, should put those in the logistics area. All will be well-ish. So I need to drop off these.
I don't know why I thought he said Welsh. I know he said Welsh, but it sounded like you said Welsh.
One thing I'll probably do is do my old style of big solar arrays. I might just make them a bit more spacious, just the blah blah for going around these. For now I'm just going to make some little ones off the side. As miniature robot, miniature solar, solar farms. Yeah, maybe making 20 of those in my bag was a mistake, but it's a mistake I will have to live with, as I'm afraid will you. So I guess for starters, things that I will need is these. So I can go... My robots will now... Basically, if I stand here and act as the requester chest, I can just get these to fill up. Let's do the first speed boost, because that's a valuable use of my time. Why did I make so many of these in one go? Oh well, they'll help in the long run. I make good decisions. So I've now got a passive provider chest to make those. So if those are required anywhere, they will be deployed. My power grid's not doing amazing, but it should survive for now. And I'll start copying and pasting these once I've gotten the infrastructure in place. So I think I'm going to go and stand in the middle. Conversely, I can just grab them myself, because that's productive. If I had a spare factory, I could just get them to make themselves, but I don't right now, so... There we go. Problem solved-ish. So, I'm going to have to find somewhere to squeeze in ones for those, but I could probably just move them around a bit. Same with these. Yep, this is quite dull. But it should get more interesting fairly soon. During the day, all these satellites are working. Gives me a wider view of things. That's a very round lake. Like, almost suspiciously round. There we go. Right. So my factory's all going to stay as it was for the most part. That takes a lot to fill up. Yeah. Just until that's all running, I'm going to have to be the middleman, which gives me a lot to do, which is, you know, something, I guess. Kind of feel bad for the robots right now, so I'm going to help. Right, what is a productive thing to do next? That's 300, that's really quite expensive. Let's do mining productivity. Right, I'm still making those robot frames, so that'll help eventually.
Yeah, I'm finally back. How are the robots going?
I am very, very slowly making more of them, but I had the big idea of making them in my bag rather than not doing that.
Yeah, now you're over encumbered.
It's more that they just take ages to make. Which is why I normally relegate it to a factory. But I make good decisions, so I didn't. Technically,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
There is a thing I found on Twitter that may interest you.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's in the generals.
Alright. Yeah.
It's really bad when your own actors have to be like, no,
The character's married with 7 children. Also, Missandei is like 11 in the book.
Yeah.
Ooh, this place is out of fucking kicking. Right. It's pretty grim, to be honest.
Yeah.
Liam Cunningham continues to be a good guy.
Oh yeah.
I do like the fucking dick waving contest of this is, you know, you stand before Daenerys Stormborn, the fucking, you know, the fucking laundry list of titles. Then it's just like, and this is Jon Snow. He's king in the north.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just like,
Preach that.
Davos, you're embarrassing me.
Oh god. Yeah, like the more you read about the Game of Thrones show, you quickly realize the 2 showrunners should never have been given that project in the first place.
Yeah.
Like they were content.
I know they have the whole thing of the but you know, George R. R. Martin asked them the question of who's Jon Snow's mother, and he said that they gave the right answer. He never said they gave the correct answer.
Oh.
Because that's the kind of fucking wordplay that he would do.
Yeah. And besides, to me, like, just because they know a little bit of the lore from your book doesn't necessarily mean they're the right people.
They both said
to make a
afterwards
show.
that they had barely read the books, so...
Yeah. So clearly they were just fishing to do a show. I think that's all it
Yeah.
was.
I think they talked the right talk, but they weren't, you know...
They weren't up to it. Because from what I gather, 'cause people have done digging on this on YouTube, there's like a certain channel that goes way
There's
in depth.
way many of those.
And he basically said that Benioff and Weiss have long since wanted to do their own show, and they tried to. I think they tried to do some work for Rome, like HBO's Rome, but they.
Well, no, they were going to have their own, like, Confederate one on HBO, and then HBO went, no.
Oh, really? That would have been spicy.
Yeah, they were going to get a Star Wars trilogy, and Disney went, no. Because they fucked up Game of Thrones.
Yep.
And it was... their own
That series could have gone on for
hubris.
longer if they'd handled
HBO wanted 2 more seasons.
Mm.
You know, there was a lot of scope that they could have worked with. You know, they've got... Basically, they went, we're just going to basically turn into Michael Bay. Because that's what people want, right? And
Yeah,
it's
it just seemed
uh,
halfway through they didn't know what they were doing. So, well, they didn't know what they were really doing at the start, but it got even worse as it went on. Where they were just like, oh.
Well, that's the thing, it's the
do
not knowing
this.
what you're doing and being new to it.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Oof.
being inept and there's being, like, unskilled.
Mhm. And they were clearly a bit of both.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, they clearly, like, impressed George, otherwise he wouldn't have given them the
go ahead.
green light, yeah. But that's the thing, when George was writing for them, things seemed to be going a lot smoother. And as soon
Yeah,
as
because
he
he wrote 1 or
stopped,
2 episodes a season.
he wrote most of season 1, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Which makes sense, because George was literally a screenwriter for TV back in the day.
yeah,
Like,
it's
they
his
should have
thing.
just hired him. He probably would have said no, but like, at least maybe write more of it. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. He wouldn't probably had time. Would be the optimistic answer.
Yeah, I don't think he would.
So,
But they insist on writing like half of it themselves, which was
I mean, they just, I don't know.
like you could just hire someone to write it for you and just ask them, give them a general idea of what direction you want it in. If you're not competent at writing yourself, just get someone who does.
Well, yeah, it's that whole thing of just, stick to what you're good at.
Yeah.
If you're good at, like, ideas manning, then be the ideas guy. Don't be the fucking writer, because... Also, you can tell on who directed each of the episodes, because some of the episodes are good despite a weak script, and other ones are weak.
Well, they got some guy, I can't remember his name, but he's, like, directed a lot of the battle episodes, and he's very good.
Oh, yeah, I think, I can't remember his name, but yeah, that guy is legitimately very good at what he does.
But he hates working with them. Like, there was so much behind-the-scenes drama with him and the two Davids, because they were making ridiculous demands on him. He's like, I literally don't have the resources to do this and all that stuff with the time.
Yeah, it's mainly time is the thing with TV stuff. But that's the thing, HBO were completely willing to basically just,
give them a blank check.
Yeah, because, like, Game of Thrones was basically a license to print money.
Yeah.
Because, that's the thing, it was legitimately very successful. The problem is that it was. And then it
it reached the hill and then it just kind of died.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's kind of weird that Game of Thrones was like this big, super, like, crazy popular thing, and then it just vanished into thin air. Like, it's, unlike, like, the Harry Potters and the Lord of the Rings and stuff that have been around that are still popular.
Yeah, so the Harry Potter films, for all of the controversy around J.K. Rowling being of the opinion that, if you give creepy perverts a fucking license to be creepy perverts, that's going to be a thing that'll happen. And then a bunch of people proving that point by... Because I think they say she's a TERF, and it's like, but is she though? Because she kind of
Rowling's
just seems...
a mixed bag, honestly. I don't really have a negative or a particularly positive opinion of her.
What I'm saying is, like, you still see, like, Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings stuff. You don't really see as much, like, Game of Thrones. Yeah. But you don't see as much Game of Thrones stuff, and I remember seeing it everywhere. Everything was Game of Thrones themed for the longest time.
Yeah, the book fans are basically the only people left.
Yeah.
Because the show's ended. And as soon as the show ends, that's kind of it.
I mean, look at Supernatural. It's about to end, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be crazy fan people for that show for, like, ever.
Isn't that show, like, got 15 seasons?
It does.
That's almost cringe. Like, yeah.
And it's about to end.
It's like, I feel like it's time to stop at some point.
They are going to stop. They're ending it, I think, on Halloween or at the first week of December or something.
Or so. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, how?
Fangirls and hot guys.
I mean, I guess. I mean, hey, there's a market for it, I guess, but... I just can't believe you can have a show with that premise and the two characters are still alive,
I mean, it's like Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo lasted forever, Supernatural's just adult hot guy Scooby-Doo.
Fair enough. You've heard it here, folks.
I've only ever actually seen a few episodes, so.
I think I watched a season or two back in the day, and I just found it very meh. Like, occasionally there was a cool episode. I liked the Wendigo episode in season 1. That was creepy. Everything else was just... Oh no, it's the demon, bro. We gotta kill the demon, bro. Oh, hell. Yeah, let's kill the... Oh, we killed the demon, bro. Nice one, nice one. That's just it. It's like just two dude bros killing demons. Like, alright. Isn't there a dad in it as well? Oh, I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's been so long, and I'm not sure YouTube probably knows. I actually don't know anyone that's watched that show. I think Mega's watched it. I think.
Yeah, they're currently getting caught up on it.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff being very badly damaged. Oh, including robots. Oh dear. I need to be paying attention. Fortunately, the robots can repair themselves and each other.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't you patch up your walls so the Tyranids don't come in?
The walls are complete. The gaps there are by those cliffs.
Oh, terrain gaps. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah.
I need to make a factory for making repair packs while I remember. Because that's one thing that's relevant.
Can you get warrior robots to help you fight?
I think you can, I just haven't.
Because the turrets are adequate, yeah.
Yeah, it's that whole thing of turrets.
Yeah. It'd be kind of cool though, because maybe the robots could follow you around when you're outside the walls.
They have a limited lifespan, those ones.
For a robot.
Well, at least they have a limited battery life, basically.
Okay.
So they don't last quite as long as, you know, would be maybe advantageous. There we go. Right. One thing I can do is upgrade planner. So now making repair packs are being produced. This is good. I'm gonna add that to my list of stuff that should be in my bag list. Because it's always useful to have some. So I have everything being brought to me to make robots.
So wait, do you just have like a Mary Poppins bag where you can just like reach in and grab whatever you need?
It makes Minecraft's inventory system compared to what it contains look small.
Right, that's Mary Poppins. She's the one that had. Yeah, it's Mary Poppins.
The bag of holding.
Yeah, well, she's just got like the where she can pull anything out of her bag. Oh my goodness! I've got to send that to Omegon.
Oh my goodness.
Killstar has a new their new creatures, and it's a green Cthulhu.
Oh.
He's got the regular Cthulhu.
Does he have green Cthulhu?
No, it comes out today, but at 3 p.m.
Huh.
He's pretty cute. It'd be funnier if it was blue. Because, he's blue.
Dabba-dee-dabba-die. Ah, I didn't make that one of those chests. I need steel. The disadvantage of having small amounts of robots, they're not great. Well, they don't get stuff very quickly, so...
Do they need to level up?
Yeah, you can get a lot of upgrades for them.
Alright.
Do you have a bending unit? Does he bend?
No, I do not have a bending unit.
Do you have clamps? Or what's
no,
the...
that's Roberto.
Roberto's the crazy one. We're referencing Futurama for those of you lovely viewers who are watching who do not understand the reference.
Futurama's an old show, isn't it? Like, relatively.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever watched it, but like, I knew a lot of people that did, so.
I think
You've
I've
never watched
most
it?
of the DVDs.
Alright.
It's really good.
Oh yeah.
Me and Skog watched one of the movies that I hadn't seen.
I need to make an explosives factory just to get rid of the explosive requirements. Actually, I can just do that now. I'll just build it over here with the rest of them. Actually, there's already coal there, so...
I keep seeing advertisements for trips to go to Iceland, and I'm like, yes, I know I'd like to go to Iceland. You don't gotta tell me, internet.
But could you afford to go to Iceland?
Not from the United States, but it's apparently cheaper to go to Iceland from the UK than it is America. Cause like I know PewDiePie, even though he's like rich, he goes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just go to the hot springs. That just sounds amazing.
Currently, it's a popular destination in Scotland because I imagine the trip is rather straightforward from Scotland to Iceland.
Yeah.
Short.
Yes.
Also, you know, with like having all of the medical problems I have, like hot springs are supposed to like be healing. So, you know, part of me is like, what if I went to a hot springs and like all of my bones just got fixed? It's just like the pain is gone.
It's all good. That would be cool. But it probably would makes you feel nice, but I don't imagine it heals much.
Yeah.
It probably relaxes the muscles at least a bit.
So I need grenades.
Grenades?
Yeah. Make a grenade factory here, I guess. I'm just gonna dot stuff around until I've got the logistics network, and it's gonna look awful and I'm gonna feel bad, but I'm gonna try not to look at it.
Okay.
So I need... coal.
Does your player avatar get to have a house or anything, or is he just eternally has to slave away at the factory?
He is the eternal outdoors.
Doesn't he have a storage box that he can go into when you save?
No, I just have that for multiplayer ones, just so that I don't accidentally build something around a player. I have trapped, I think, Boss Slot inside a massive accumulator bank at one point.
Oof.
Not like maliciously, it was just how it was.
How it went down.
So I need a 1 to 10 ratio. That's not bad. I have 3 grenades. 30 of those. So I guess I will add explosives and grenades. Grenades stacked to 100? Damn.
Oof.
Let's just take 10 grenades. I'll need more later, so it's not like they're wasted.
What do you need grenades for?
There's some inconveniently placed cliffs.
So terraforming.
Yep. Emphasis on the terror.
Oof.
It's always a convenient name for a sci-fi episode of anything. Just spell it.
Oh yeah, Terra.
Terraforming, as opposed to terraforming.
I know her name's not Tara, but did any of you ever watch, like, okay, part of me was thinking about the other day how, like, more brutal children's cartoons were than they are now. Like, if you ever
Yeah.
watched the original Teen Titans, like, they just punched through a girl's, like, heart at the end. Like, they killed her. And, you know, like, they were just more violent, but I don't think as kids you realized how violent they actually were, you know? Because, like, you'd have people like hanging from cliff sides or over fires or in like these traps and stuff. It was just like, how did us as kids not become more violent? If you grew up in
I
like the 90s.
remember Doctor Who Classic way more violent.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Like, the Doctor himself was not a pacifist for some reason. Well, the Doctor's
Didn't
always
one of
been
the
kind
Doctors
of
have a gun?
pacifist, but he
Yes.
will kill people if if he doesn't have a choice. That's the thing about the Doctor. And I really hate the new Who where he insists on like never killing anyone, and it's just
People around him just die as his
Yeah, and he doesn't
consequences
do
for
that.
not killing people.
yeah, and I really hate that. Because old Doctor Who would literally like set off landmines, have
Mhm.
sword fights with people, use laser guns if he had one on hand nearby.
Honestly, one of my favorite things about old Doctor Who, and I've always gotten like crap about it, is I loved how janky the old Daleks were. Like they look
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
I
little
did
vacuum
so.
cleaner that Skog has with just like a tube on top of it. That's probably all it was.
Yep.
They
It
were
was just
very
like-
intricately made tricycles, from what I've seen.
Like, when you watch the Daleks move, you can tell that there's some little contraption kind of just moving them along slowly. Like, oh,
And I
that's
liked-
cute.
Yeah, like their voices were a lot more like, "We must destroy the Doctor, the Doctor." And they were just so like janky, and it was great.
Oh,
I
yeah,
loved
it was-
it.
Very jank. Adorable. New Doctor Who takes itself way too seriously and is way too pretentious, in my opinion. But
Is it still the lady? Did they get a new one? Is there? They're up to.
I've not watched since David Tennant's era ended. I watched
What number
once...
are they on?
The
Like
13th.
14?
They're on
I
13th
watched-
Doctor, which is why
Yeah.
everyone was like, this technically goes against the canon now. Because the
They
13th
retconned it.
Doctor, it was like an evil Doctor or something like that.
Well,
in
you're
the
never
original
supposed to do
canon.
number 13 of anything because it's it's an unlucky number. That's why there's no 13th floor in buildings.
Oh,
You always-
I've heard that has actually like killed skydives in the past, or like bungee jumpers.
Because there's no 13th floor.
Yes, they miscalculate how high the building is.
Hmm.
So it's like, okay, we've got another 8. You know those ones where it's just like you want to just touch the ground type things, or like be near.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you take that like 8 or 10 feet out of the equation, suddenly the ground is a lot more painful, and you splash.
Have you heard the theory that they think that the world is going to go back to normal because the last Friday the 13th was in March and all the bad stuff started happening in March, and the next Friday the 13th is this month, I believe? No, it's not this month. It is in November, so that the world is supposed to go back to normal in November. Like all of the bad stuff, is gonna be over. Like
That would be cool, because that'd
Yeah.
be in time for Cyberpunk as well coming.
They released a new trailer apparently. I
Yeah.
didn't watch it. I just saw it had Keanu Reeves' beautiful face on it.
Yeah, it's only like a 10-15 second thing where it's one of those, get ready for the game. Ooh, it's
Again,
gonna be cool.
Stu, it has Keanu Reeves' beautiful
Well, yeah,
face.
so-
I'm sorry, Skog, but you probably can agree that Keanu Reeves is a beautiful man.
Yeah.
For his age, like the dude's like 50 something. He's a vampire. He looks better than most of us do. And we're all in our young 20s. Late mid 20s. Hello, Crispo. Do I not classify as people?
Oof.
Hello, Crispo. Also, hello, Maxell.
Oh, is there somebody else? Oh, we just have top chat on.
I got a live chat. I heard it's superstitious bullshit. I mean, you're not wrong.
Lots of things are based on superstitious bullshit. Also, did you classify that the stream is probably not for children?
It's you have to say that before you even start the stream now. So it
So
is
we
known.
don't have to say it anymore. It's just-
Yeah, it is known. Children, get out. Ree!
Oh, children, be gone. Play
Well, tell-
Minecraft or Fortnite or something. Or watch the kids' cartoon that's on these days. I don't know.
They're
which
all
one it is.
terrible, though.
Yeah, we'll watch.
Okay, they don't contain bad language, but that's the only redeeming feature from what I've seen.
Watch old school Disney. You just watch old cartoon. Yeah.
Oh, actually, Crispo, Halloween is when daylight savings is. It's also a full moon and it's on a Saturday. If that's not the most spookiest like thing, yes, I used the word spoopy, then I don't know what is. Because Halloween being on a Saturday, time going back, and a full moon, and it's a blue moon.
Blue moon.
I'm not superstitious, but
Oh, Christmas says tell the kids to watch Teen Titans.
the new Teen Titans isn't very bad. I've watched some of the Teen Titans go. It's okay. It's not great. It's not the original Teen Titans, but it's not terrible. It's a lot of fart jokes and twerking.
Oh, that sounds degenerate.
That's what kids nowadays like.
They shouldn't.
Aaron. Oh no. Oh no. Netflix, why?
No.
Oh,
Tell the kids to watch Teen Titans. The live action Teen Titans was terrible. The costume design was awful.
Oh, like with Hooker Lady.
Yep.
oh, was that the one who had orange hair?
No, it was she had pink hair and she was black.
Because, and then there was all the pictures of like cosplayers being like, "Guys, you're really lazy at this."
Oh yeah, I think I remember.
All the cosplayers just fucking dabbing on their shit costume design.
What are you going to be for Halloween, Crispo?
Halloween. That's an event in my area, like the Halloween, where it's like you bring your doggos on Halloween.
I took Jarvis to one of those, and like I dressed this a few years ago. I dressed Odin and Jarvis as frogs, so I bought matching baby costumes because fun trick, people. Baby clothes also fit dogs. You just have to put it on backwards.
It depends on the size of the dog, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but they were both matching frogs, and then my friend went and she dressed her dog as the target dog. She had an American Bull Terrier. I hated that dog.
So yeah, this is a lot of me being the middleman to a system that is very slow. Just until it's all up and running, but once it is up and running, yay! Then I'll just need to make all of this science. Oh no.
You're going as a female vampire or a devil. Well, you already are a little devil. And why are you going to be a cross-dressing vampire?
Are there any other kind?
Oof.
It's from Transylvania.
No. Oh shit.
I hate myself.
Oh.
I want to suck. Ah.
I'm probably just gonna wear my Jason hockey jersey that I have. I don't have the mask, but I might just do that and cover myself in blood. Because when you cosplay, you don't need to dress up for Halloween.
When you're lazy, you don't need to dress up.
I think I remember when I was a kid and we dressed up for Halloween and my family tried to make me put on like a ghost sheet. like a white Yoshi, and I was terrified of it for some reason.
Oh, that's so cute.
I was like, no, I don't want to be a ghost. No, it's spooky.
This is how you become a ghost.
I remember growing up, my biological mom never let me be anything scary, so I just had to be something cute. So
Yeah.
one year I was a zombie ballerina cat because that was like the level of scary that I was allowed to be.
Surely all cats are a ballerina to some degree, because they're
Why not a
agile.
cross-dressing one? The devil would also be female again because funny.
Lamau.
Oof.
So it just sounds like Crispo likes to cross-dress.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You know, we don't have to
I mean,
judge
either
him.
way, vampires are pretty camp. So.
Well, it depends. Like, old school vampires or like fucking Twilight vampires?
Well, yeah, Warhammer vampires are pretty hardcore. It's like,
Oh my god, Crispo,
Wait.
cover yourself in body glitter. Do it.
I mean, if you're gonna dress up like Alucard,
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, there's different shades of vampire, I suppose. You can.
Well, because there's Interview with the
Play.
Vampire, Hellseen Vampire, Dracula, like old school Dracula, black and white, and then there's Twilight. And then there's
Yeah,
Underworld
like,
vampires as well. Forgot about those.
you get all the masquerade, White Wolf vampires as well. They're all like sort of the
Yeah,
campy,
that's
pretty boy vampire kind of thing.
Yeah, that's like Interview with the Vampire style, where it's all like medieval, or not medieval, like Victorian, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be blood drinking fairy. At least you have standards.
trying
So
to
are
think
you
of
gonna
semi-appropriate jokes.
take your dogs to Halloween, Stu?
Probably not this year. No, my old one is too old. So
No.
he does not walk as far as he used to. And it's cold out there, and I don't want to put him through too much. So
That is true. I forget that it's not just like a hot and like the desert every day, everywhere.
Nope.
I think the coolest Halloween costume I ever did was I was in middle school and I wanted to be Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. I covered my arm in aluminum foil because you know how he's got the metal arm, and I had the jacket that I made out of like a red bathrobe with a hood, and yeah, my arm was covered in cuts.
oof.
Ash is what is referred to as an edgy boy.
No, I'm not a boy. Rude.
You
Parts
saying
of
edgy
Norway.
boy is gendered.
Is getting snow. Oh, that's cool. I want snow.
McCream.
Not like that. I do hope it snows when I'm in the UK.
I mean,
It's
you've got
nice.
some time for it to do it.
Yeah, the odds are.
I mean, you
like,
know, a 10-foot
odds.
blizzard seems about fucking right for this year.
Yeah.
Forget you, Crispo. Not a trap.
Oh.
Traps aren't real. They can't hurt you. Remember that, kids.
What about landmines?
Landmines are real. They can very much hurt you.
Yeah. Don't tread on landmine, because
No step on landmine.
it will not be nice to you.
Instead of no step on snake. Also, don't step on snakes.
Yeah, they don't like it either.
It's just rude.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, when are you two gonna check out our cool place on Conan Exiles, TM? Our cool mansion.
y'all moved to another server, right?
Yes, we did. And we're more or less back to where we were when we left the other one, so we're building a mansion up in the north.
Fancy.
Yes.
Scrump would say different about that. I don't. Okay. That would be a Skog thing. I only know the name, I do not know the person.
Scrump is the guy who is a trap connoisseur, I believe. And he's also the one who, before taking a flight, had put out a tweet with, "Some of you guys were right, don't come to CalArts tomorrow." And they had the campus shut down for an entire day as a result.
That's the guy that was on the Minecraft server, right?
Yes. He is also probably responsible for getting Shot for the Taku demonetized.
Oof.
Bruh.
He's been deleted from Twitter how many times?
A few.
So what are you doing, Skog?
I am currently just sort of bumbling around waiting for science to be done.
I have a legit question that applies to the stream. So you did a stream the other day celebrating the fact that you've had this game for 5 years.
Approximately 5 years. Yeah.
What made you buy this game in the first place?
So I saw the tutorial and went, oh, I saw the trailer for it, I think on Steam's front page, and went, oh, that looks good. And then I played the demo for it and was like, ooh, this is very good. And then before I'd finished the demo, the main game was downloading in the background.
Oh.
Because it was that strong of a concept, and it probably stopped me going mostly crazy through being stuck inside of, like, shoulder injuries.
Oof.
And he has like over 3,000 hours in this game.
Oh, nice.
Hello, Merc.
I need to find my sealant gun tomorrow morning. As the guy who came in and look at one of the houses today is moving in. This is good news. Excuse me. So basically, I can now just sit here and produce robots.
It's an interesting game, but it is not for me in the long run. Yeah.
There's a load of different ways you can play it. You can just play it like really low tech and just make ammunition and go out and murder things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a win state for the game.
There is.
It's the planet.
But you can also, it also then has the kind of New Game Plus, I guess.
Yeah.
Where you can just keep playing, because, you know, who's going to stop you?
Well, that's where the core gameplay is anyways, on the planet, surviving and building a manufactorum.
Yep. And I'm trying to do this with just robots, as soon as I can build it with just robots. But I keep forgetting how long it takes if you're... Essentially, the best way to do it with robots is to build it without robots, get it all set up nicely, and then build with robots. But I didn't want to do too much work of getting it all set up before that. Because I was like, this will be fine. And I forgot how many... Because it didn't used to be so many steps between the two. It used to be all, like, mundane science, and then it was... The first advanced science stuff was... pretty much this one. But the game's advanced a lot since then. It's now in full release and has been since, I think, August?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's got the Spidertron stuff. And yeah, you can pour as many hours into this as you, like, let yourself, basically.
Someone apparently have 100 people on his server, and they were just running around murdering the native creatures, says Crispo.
That sounds about right.
Speaking of murdering, I've been playing Animal Crossing that has nothing to do with murdering and a lot of Among Us. Although I'd like to point out the fact that if you check my channel and this channel, we played Among Us like 8 months ago when nobody else was playing it. And now it's like stupid popular.
We all played it before it was cool, you know.
I could play some Among Us later if people want to, stream that for the...
I asked you to play yesterday because I was going to stream it and you didn't want to.
Yeah.
And then we watched Hobo with the Shotgun and you left.
Yeah, I already felt kind of sick, and watching, like, gratuitous, like, almost comedic level gore is
It was like a
like-
Tarantino film, but it is not a Tarantino film.
Tarantino films have much more convincing gore.
Like there
Like,
was
when you
one.
see a guy's ear getting cut off, you're pretty sure that it's actually happening, and they've just paid the extra a lot for the purposes.
Can I say two of the parts that really bothered me in the movie?
Yeah?
They're very graphic, so that's why I'm asking permission.
I mean, eh.
So like, the hobo tapes the gun to like the dude's crotch and like shoots his like junk off, and then there's just like a flap there, and the dude's like, he shot my dick off, and he's just messing with the flap, but it's like, okay.
Yeah,
And then
the effects are not great. Like, when like the guy gets his fucking head pulled off at the beginning, it's quite clearly like a mannequin head that's just been painted red on the bottom. You can even see the hole for like the fucking like armature to go into.
yeah, and the second one is like the two main guys before that happened are trying to go after like the I didn't read what that Animal Crossing person was saying to me. They're going after the hobo, and like he becomes friends with like this prostitute. And like, so one of the dudes is beating up the hobo, and the other one's in like the bedroom just sawing the like prostitute's throat open, and she's still screaming, and I'm like, she would be dead. Like, this is not very accurate. Like, she's just still like, ah, and the hobo just like tapes her neck shut and takes her to the hospital. She's dying. And the doctor like jumps on her and starts pumping her chest. He's like, live, you hooker, live!
What a time to be alive.
Oh.
Hobo with a shotgun. Like, it's not a good movie, but if you want to like, what did I just watch? Definitely recommend.
It just makes it sound like a Doom game, just some guy with a shotgun.
It pretty much is. Like,
Oh no, I was not in the mood for watching that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. What I think I'll do for Conan for you guys, I'll just get screenshots of the pre-house once we've built it and send them over to you.
no, I mean, I do want to play.
Yeah.
At some point.
It's one of those things that requires a bit of time investment to kind of get into it, so, yeah.
Which I do not have right now.
Yeah.
Soon I should, but
Yeah, it was a pretty awful movie. Stein made us watch it yesterday as
he didn't make us watch it.
well, he suggested it as we watched Sharknado, which great movie, 10 out of 10. Skog loved it, right, Skog?
It had a lot of sharks in it.
And tornadoes.
Completely living up to the name.
Yeah. You liked it. You were laughing through most of the movie. Stu, have you ever watched any of the Sharknado movies?
I want to. I've heard reviews about how lame and funny they are, so I've seen Giant... Is it Giant? No, it's Mega Piranha. That's a really weird one, but it's hilarious. So
We are going to watch Sharknado 2 at some point, as Stein has it. You do not have to watch the first one.
I was
going to
say it sounds like one of those ones where you don't have to have a continuity because...
Also, there's 7 of them, and at one point they go to space.
Yay, tornadoes in space.
Crispo, you take that back. Zombievers is a great movie. It is another movie I want Skog to watch. So Skog does not like horror movies, as I like horror movies. So I'm trying to find dumb ones that he can watch, so it could kind of be like we're watching scary movies together, but not really scary movies. Like, we watched Dale and Tucker versus Evil. Stu really liked that movie.
Okay, for context on that one, it's not that I'm against horror movies. I'm very, I guess, good at anticipating jump scares, and then I get the I guess the anxiety effect of I'm waiting for the jump scare I know that's gonna happen to happen. Like, every time I watch fucking Resident Evil with, like, the lady or whatever in the tank, and it bangs the glass suddenly, every single time I get annoyed at myself, because it's like, I go, huh. Every time.
Because we went through like movies and like he's never seen Friday the 13th, Halloween, Child's Play, The Exorcist, like any of those movies. He's never seen it. We are gonna watch Beetlejuice because nobody's on the servers also seen that movie. They're good. Yeah. Trying to get in like full Halloween spirits.
Boo.
We should also watch Fatal Donation. I know I keep saying it, but that's one of my favorite movies. Just
Which one?
The Irish martial arts movie. That one. I think Dog has seen that one.
I've seen the beginning of it.
Yeah, because we had on the swamp when we were really drunk once. So it was quite fun. I've watched it again with Will and Cross, and it was quite humorous. I think Korak saw it as well. It's basically just a bootleg Irish movie, which is quite endearing.
See, Crystal, I'm not a fan. I don't mind jump scares, as you know. I play lots of spooky, scary games. I just think getting scared is fun. Like, it makes me laugh more than anything.
I'm not such a fan.
It's also because I grew up watching those movies because I had great parents that were like, hey, you're like 4, here's The Exorcist. Yay!
I have nearly 20 robot chassis. Nice.
Sorry that I took over your chat for a minute with spooky movie talk.
It's fine.
But yes, we should play some Among Us later.
Yep. Oh, I am getting progressively more robots. And I forgot how long it takes to get the research for this. I probably should have played more of this off stream, but oh well. You get to hear about pop culture. We could probably get onto political culture as well, because that's always fun. I gather there was a fly at the vice presidential debate, and it was the most popular thing there, which implies it must have been a complete fucking yawn fest.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing it's Mike Pence and Biden, 2 old men.
Well, it's Mike
it's Mike Pence
and Kamala Harris.
Oh god.
Which she lied pretty much about everything.
Kamala Harris, yeah. Shall we say that they don't exactly see eye to eye on what all their campaign pledges and whatever are. For example, with Biden's ones of like, I'm not for the Green New Deal, but it's also amazing and I'm totally for it. But that was just Biden, like, on his own. So it's all just like, there's so much dumbness, like, for one better word, coming out of the Democrat side that I don't even care what the counter to it is, because, like, if you're not that level of incompetence, you can only be better. For want of, you know, a very simplistic analysis.
Yeah, I just googled it and it sounded kind of cringe, yeah.
Maybe the fly just wanted to what's it called, have a better, you know, a better spot so he could hear more clearly.
Was it just buzzing around the camera lens?
No, it was just sitting on Mike Pence's head.
That's pretty funny.
It's one of those things where it's
especially
like,
because he's bald, so it kind of stands out. Yeah.
he's not bald.
No, he
he's
has
just
white
very
hair.
short hair.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Which is,
I guess you would still see the fly in either case.
I think he was being professional and not letting it bother him, but everyone I've seen on Twitter is just like, oh my god, did you see the fly?
Crispo says, as far as I have seen, the only people defending Harris after the debate are the people that are so pro-Biden they would vote for his corpse.
Oh god.
Seems like they're going to this, right? I've also seen that apparently the next debate, which by the way, the debates as a piece of entertainment are amazing. As a political thing, probably worthless. But as a piece of entertainment, like, I was like, I'm not going to bother staying up for that last time. And you remember what happened?
He stayed up with me till I got back to my mom's house. And we all just listened to it and laughed on my drive. My 3.5 hour drive.
It was just... It was terrible to a point where, like, there's some memes that have come out of it, but it's mostly just Biden giving weak answers or non-answers, and Trump just being an absolute loon like he normally is.
Oh yeah.
Like, 'cause, you know, don't get me wrong, he's not doing a great job of, you know, what's the word? Convincing people he's not a massive boomer, but he's at least more entertaining about it. And I know that, you know, judging politicians by how entertaining they are isn't great, but if your other options are, you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't think I've talked to anybody who has been happy about anywhere's, like, coronavirus dealing with responses. Because remember, like, freedom, liberty, choice? I remember.
No.
This is all so tiresome.
Oh, that looks nice with all the flagstones got near the wall.
Yeah, it's mainly because I'm trying to fill in the area where I know my robots will go.
Yep.
And it'll just take
Does
them a
it
really
prove-
long time. It also makes me run faster.
Well, I imagine it makes you run faster, not the robots so much.
The robots
'cause they're
fly, yeah.
Anti-grav, yeah.
Yes. Need to go and check in on my systems, as getting stuck on conveyor belts that are going the wrong way. Yep. So semi-automated systems are a thing that I have. And in theory, the little brick factory I have should be able to keep up, or at least be kept busy for a considerable amount of time by doing this. By carefully filling in the edges, I can now just fill in the middle by just holding down the build template. And yeah, I've got the fix your robots now, so they, you know, deal with all the maintenance, which is progressively more because I haven't got efficiency chips yet. I really should. Yeah, it's one of those things with the contact tracing. I've not seen anything that says it works, other than it, you know, I've heard that basically it's causing a lot of people to miss a lot of work, because obviously it's the, oh, you were around someone who might have it, you've got to stay inside as well. Basically just means that if you're around people, you can get, like, fucked by it. Now, you know, it's not to say that it's, you know, like, it's a good idea, but it would be maybe better. It's like, oh, you were around someone who has it, you need to get tested, and then you get tested, rather than, oh, you're around someone who has it, you need to self-isolate because reasons. I don't know. Personally, I've had to reschedule a lot of work stuff because, like, engineers have been off sick or have to be on, like, required time off or whatever. And, you know, that's, I'm not, like, blaming them for it. It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, I was kind of planning around this happening, and now it's not. How's my power grid? It's plausible. plausible? Passable. Yeah, there's a bunch of really expensive researches that they've added into the tree now, and I know why they're doing it, I'd just forgotten, so... I didn't make this factory big enough to deal with all of that in the space I have. Now, I should extend it south, to be honest, and just go that way. To the extent of I probably should just do that. And then automate more of my systems, because technically everything is automated enough that I could just start expanding southwards. And there we go. And chuck those in the logistics bin. I guess I'll just move my wall. The robots can do it all. I just need to keep up with them. If I expand sideways, then the robots can maybe bring the plastic down, and I can do it from that side. And I've got a robot augmented system at the moment, as opposed to robot automated.
I will be back. I need to take the little tubby old man outside.
Oof.
Because he needs to go potty. So, BRB?
Okay.
Oh no, the robots are flooding outside your wall.
Yeah, they're meant to, for this purpose anyway.
To be fair, they're probably safe Tyranids anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, this little outpost is risky at the moment, but...
Are the red dots Tyranid, like, hives?
Yeah. They're not Tyranids, but yeah.
I just... They function exactly
They
the
function
same
like
as-
Tyranids, so yeah, I'm not... That's why I'm not questioning it, I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
For at least for...
I use pet pseudonyms for stuff
Yeah.
that's similar to other fictional stuff. I
Like
assume
how
they have
everything
a
used to be
lore
xenomorphs.
name. Yeah, that, well, yeah, like I presume they have their own in-universe name, but they're basically just mid.
Yeah, basically. Put down the concrete floor. And then do the same again over here.
Christmas says, did you look into Satisfactory?
I played the alpha of it when it was on Epic Games only. However, I don't want to buy anything more off Epic Games because...
It's a bit meh.
yeah, the whole, like, you know, Chinese data harvesting thing is probably not without, you know, reason.
Yep.
You know, it's the... How much of your data... Like, how many places do you want to trust with your data?
Yep.
Because,
Yeah,
it's
Christmas
like-
says it's on Steam.
yeah, it's on Steam as well now, so it's... I might get it sometime, but...
No rush to get
I
it.
think
Yeah.
it didn't appeal in the way that Factorio does.
Well, I imagine because it's 3D, it's probably
It's...
a bit more limiting in the scope of what it can do as well.
If I described it as like Fortnite, would you understand what I meant with the whole, like, basically every modern game is Fortnite? That
Not
kind of
quite,
art
but...
style, and like...
Oh, the art style, okay.
Like how, I've ever played Apex Legends.
I've seen
Or
that,
seen
yeah.
Apex Legends. Do you know how that's
Yeah.
basically Fortnite?
It has the very vibrant, stylized art, yeah.
Yeah, so it's that kind of... And how Borderlands 3 is basically Fortnite.
Yes, yeah, the cartoony thing, yeah.
Yeah. That's not to say the Fortnite style is bad, but
It's a specific aesthetic that's colourful and haha, fun, wacky times, yeah.
I reckon, for the most part, it's probably just all made on the same engine.
Yeah, or at least somewhat
because-
similar, yeah.
You know, when you've
Well,
got an
they're
engine
probably
that
all
works,
Unreal games, I think. So.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. You know, if you've got an engine that works, it's just it kind of makes a lot of games just look like shovelware, even if they're really nicely done. It's like the whole like CalArts thing where you make everything the same,
Yeah.
and then everything just becomes grey.
Yeah. It all
Yeah.
just becomes noise.
That's the thing, you know, it's like a lot of these games, you know, I say from what I played of Satisfactory, it's a really good game. It's just, it's got that feel to it, and it just doesn't feel as good.
Yeah, if the aesthetic and vibe is off, then you're probably not going to enjoy the game. So, yeah, long term. Oof.
Braining.
Mm.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of games that look good, but the other problem with games is hard drive bloat is real.
Especially these days with like Call of Duty, 200 gigs or whatever the hell it is, or 100 gigs, I think.
You just get these monstrous dinosaurs of games that are just like...
It's not even
popular.
well, like it's not even the games are necessarily always going to be massive. It's just the devs are lazy a lot of the time and don't bother to like compress their games properly and actually put in the work to make them, you know, reasonably sized.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
I think the original Doom was ridiculous. Like, the reboot of Doom was ridiculously sized as well.
What, Doom 2016?
Doom 2016, yeah, that was bloated as hell in terms of hard drive space. And the second one is better in that regard, weirdly enough, like the newer one.
Oh, that's always good.
They put the work in to make it not as bloated.
Well, that's
But the problem with the new Call of Duty is the Battle Royale mode is built into it, and for some bizarre reason you cannot choose not to install it on the PC version. You can on the console, but not on the PC version.
Yeah. That's the thing, it's
So,
the I don't want to have... Like, that's the thing, some of these games, like Ark is a terrible one for it. Like, Ark is bigger than the hard drive of the computer that my parents had when I was little.
Yep.
Because it's just such a, like, horrific mess of just fat.
Well, there's no optimization at all. It's all just...
Or even if it is optimized, it's like, does it have to be that big?
No, I think it's the map size. That's the main issue with it. The massive islands they build for it are just so massive and so uncompressed.
Well, that's the thing. I know that they all run above a water box as well.
Yeah.
So if you look under the map, there's always water and stuff like that, and it's... There's a lot of stuff where it's... I'm sure you saw the meme I posted a while ago of the... I can't remember what it was. I think it was Resident Evil 2 on like an N64, and it's just like, you had 64 megabytes for this entire game, and you got everything on there. You didn't have to lose levels, you didn't have to lose cutscenes, and they made it fit. And it used to be on a PlayStation 1 like CD, which was a big increase in like capacity, and it's just like, and then you've got modern games where it's just like, this patch is 32 gigabytes, it fixes 2 bugs.
Yeah, again, that's also just bad fucking coding, where it's like you have to load all the files just to edit 2 files. It's like, really?
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Instead, just releasing a tiny few kilobyte, couple hundred kilobyte hotfix, whatever, to change it.
Yeah.
I guess just the way they chose to load it and stuff. There's plenty of other games that have this problem. I think Destiny, you've probably heard of that game, that's been a disaster. Bungie designed that game so to go in and edit something, you have to load the entire game on your thing, you know, to program and edit things around, to edit values for weapons and stuff. You have to load up, like, they leave it running overnight, and the next day when they come into the office, they then start work on watching it or editing stuff around.
Oh,
Sounds so
I made poor decisions.
so insanely dumb. What's up?
There's a lot of gribbly bugs. I'm just tearing the shit out of this because I've not got ammo for them yet. Right. Well, they're going to be busy fixing shit for a while. Well, at least I can add some more construction robots to the mix. There we go. Have ammo. Now they need power lines, probably. Disadvantage of having pulled this stone down is priority is... What even is it? So I'm hopefully feeling a bit better than I was a few days ago last time I was playing this. Was it yesterday? It was actually just yesterday.
I think you did play
What has happened to time?
Oof.
Because it doesn't feel like it was yesterday when I was playing this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put a big power line down to the side here. There we go.
Oof.
There we go. I've at least got a turret defending that ammo box.
Well, that's probably.
Oh look, and they're just over here, and I didn't even fucking see them. Great.
Yep.
Oh, and they're over there now. Ah!
Look at all the
I have
robots
chosen
go.
poorly. It's fine as long as they run towards like the main bit. It'll be fine.
They're all following you. What the hell?
All right.
I know the nids are attacking.
Yeah.
Well, they were attacking.
Yeah.
Are they giving you all their stuff?
Yeah. They're all trying to drop stuff off to me. The robots are.
How adorable.
Oof, I'm back.
Oh. The
Some-
robots are all swarming Skog.
Somebody made Mrs. Dankula a little baby onesie that says Mini Mad Lass. That's so cute.
Indeed. So yeah, I'm not going to do anything to my current defensive lines until, you know, the new perimeter's done. Gonna take out some of the dragon's teeth I'd put in, because, you know, they work.
Oh yeah.
Like, they legitimately just work. It's good.
It just worked.
It just works.
I do like the fact that Todd Howard has transcended the Elder Scrolls, become a mainstream media now. Like, just. I think it's because Skyrim was just such a massive hit, just kind of propelled it into the sort of more mainstream gaming stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
it's on the Nintendo now, so
yeah, I was gonna say for all of the memeing, you know, it is a popular video game.
yeah. Todd Howard's our Lord and Savior. He certainly is a meme lord, I'll give him that.
I dread to think at how much resource I'm losing because turrets are being destroyed, because they're expensive.
Yeah. Oh, do you have a personal gun?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I can hear expensive things being destroyed. Oh god, there's a lot of them.
Oh no, Jesus, there's loads of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna help with the getting the perimeter defenses working.
Seems like your second line of turret stops them.
Yeah, that's why it's still there.
But now the robots are still following, like, lost
They'll be
children.
doing that for a while.
Yeah. They're like, Gog, tell us what to do.
Okay, so I now need an absolute crap ton of these. Fortunately, I can make those because the system lets me.
Yeah, no, that does make sense with Skyrim, both the modding and the thing about Skyrim as well was the even my buddies who played Call of Duty and FIFA on the Xbox, even they had played Skyrim. Like that's how mainstream it became. So yeah. Ash did not play Skyrim though.
I have also not played Skyrim.
Yeah. It is one of those things, like, if you don't have the interest in, like, Elder Scrolls, you probably won't have the inclination to play it, you know, kind of. So I think the first one I played was Oblivion, so that kind of got me into it, so. Your wall repaired?
Bits of it. Just slowly working around the stuff that needs doing.
Yep. Oof, Morrowind on the original Xbox. Yep.
Look at how some of these games apparently run now, and it's just like, how do these not run better?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be a bit like if, you know, like, I've got the, you know, the new Xbox, whatever the fuck it's called, X series? Is that what they call it now?
Series X. Yeah, well,
Series X.
we had this discussion a week ago. Yeah, of the dumb naming
And
convention.
it's like, you know, and it's struggling to play the original Doom.
Somehow, yeah.
It just can't get the doots right.
Oof.
But that's the thing, it's like some games have been out for long enough that you'd think they'd be fixed, but then you go, they're popular enough without being fixed, so people are just gonna continue buying it. And enough new people are coming in that the people who quit because it was bad are cancelled out, essentially.
Yeah.
Or at least that appears to be the impression I get.
Yeah.
So, this new perimeter's going well. Maybe soon I can, you know, actually upgrade the rest of the base. So, what was I going to make? I was going to make a factory that just makes the little lifty boys. Because that would be, you know, useful. So for the lifty boy factory, I'm going to need... green gears and plates. Those don't need to go anywhere, so I can just blank that one off. Now I could just sever this part here, because in theory it's not needed.
Mm-hmm.
Might take a while. I need to go and put more science in the science machine. It's like walking through treacle sometimes in this game. Everything just feels unnecessarily slow.
Well, it's very brawling.
Yeah, it's also I've not got all the upgrades I normally have, so it's like going from kind of as a bad equivalent, kind of like having your legs cut off and you're just kind of flopping around, not sure what to do. It's like there's. I used to be able to walk fine, and now my legs have been cut off.
Can you get like a jetpack or something?
No, you can get exoskeletal legs, which let you run really fast.
Oof. Alright.
Which is quite amusing. So, these are slowly being removed. What I should have done, thinking about it, is flipped all these turrets out. But that's actually not going to help, because they're now going to have the stuff on the wrong side. Never mind. Anyway, if I just do that, that'll fix it. Yeah, this is not the efficiency I'm used to. I need to remember this and account for it. So I need to make a factory that makes... I guess I should just do the factory that makes stuff, as that's probably more useful at this point, and then just have them so they output everything.
Yep.
So... gears, green chips. That should now solve most of these problems. Is it? I'm not even gonna... Why am I trying to make this tidy? I'm gonna tear it up again soon. I'm just being... dull. Right, make things so that things are made and then make more things. Yes. We're doing that one. So... next factory over is not gonna work, but I can make those in my bag. Oh yeah. So next factory is... oh, this is like I'm playing it when I was playing it a while ago now. I remember when there was a science that you got from killing aliens. Like you had to go out and kill aliens, which meant that you couldn't go out and kill too many. Or if you did, you'd have to go further and further afield to get them if they didn't come back on some of the game settings.
Oh.
Which meant Rail Worlds, it was actually much more of a challenge because you just didn't have, you know, the access to stuff.
Yeah. Right.
And it's just like, oh yeah, I can remember this being a thing. Right. Brain. Do I want to make a red chip plant by just spaghettiing plastic around this entire system? I probably should. To be fair though, I could just run green chips up here to the same effect.
Alrighty.
Because I've not got green chips, so these sciences are running out. Where's my green chips? There. So I need to go outside. Outside. Back in. Yeah, let's just do that. What could go wrong?
Oof.
Just gonna fill in this bit again. So in theory, these little factories should help a lot by taking account for me being dumb. I also need to get a copper and steel one down there. Do I have steel? I do have steel, actually, in the conveyor line. It's like I planned ahead, but I didn't. Much. Also, I'm pretty sure I just got a message. I should check those.
Oof. That's fine.
I'm a work message I need to think about.
Scott is a busy, busy man.
Yes.
All of the working, all of the fixing, the doing.
Gotta keep the nation running. It's all
Yes.
Da, da.
On a side note, in 24 days, I will get to go see Skog as long as, you know, I get my passport back.
Okay.
And before those 24 days end.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bit of a concern, not gonna lie.
Did you lose it, or are they printing?
They have it still.
They have it. They have to put a stamp on it if I get approved for a visa or not.
I'm sure they'll send it to you in good time.
Hopefully, otherwise,
Otherwise, yeah, it puts a damper on things a bit.
bit of an inconvenience kind of thing, yeah. Alright.
But yeah, here's a stream idea, Ash. Play the Elder Scrolls, one of them. Just play it and see what happens.
Me?
Yes, because I just imagine you'll be very, very confused,
Probably.
which would be amusing. I'd probably suggest Skyrim, as that's the most accessible of all the Elder Scrolls games. Morrowind would be hilarious, though, trying to play that without knowing anything about it.
Yeah, I don't think I know anything about any of the Elder Scrolls games other than I sold them. They were very popular.
Yes. Crispo says you should just play Oblivion. You're gonna play one. I can kind of see that. It has like the best of both, like worlds, Morrowind, Skyrim. It has some more of the complexity of Morrowind, but with more of the accessibility of Skyrim. It's a sweet medium thing of both of them. The only problem with Oblivion is the faces are cursed to look at without mods. So. Oh yeah, the fantastic. Yeah.
Right. Meeting systems is totally Totally fun. And it's not just a good way for me to, like, get rid of large amounts of gears. Hey, right, that's gonna feed all the way into there. I just still need to supply this place with engines. Because this is tidy, right?
For
It just goes outside, it's fine.
see, watching you play this, I still have no idea how this game actually works, the mechanic. So I'm just kind of like,
So
yeah,
it's essentially, the simples of it is, you need to do science so you can build a rocket. You basically need to do research to build a rocket, and the rocket can launch a satellite with a distress beacon in it, so someone can come pick you up. Because, if I just scroll over here, that's what's left of your spaceship. It's
oh,
it's not doing too good.
look. Oof.
But you're not quite at the point where you can build, like, rocketry yet. But you can build, you know, satellites eventually.
Yeah.
So I think it's enough of the ship's computers survive that you can basically just, like, do a software rip off it.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, get stuff done that way.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
Okay.
Cross.
You're live.
We are live. We are
Oh, hello.
streaming.
It's your boy from Armagh.
Again, I done the thing where I didn't see that you were in the streaming channel.
Oh.
What is the stream about?
Factorio.
Like,
Yes.
Oh, nice. Let me try and open the stream.
yeah, I've just suggested to Ash earlier that she should play Skyrim as a stream without knowing anything
Oh,
about
yeah.
how Elder Scrolls works.
Yes.
Funny.
Yes, that sounds like a brilliant idea.
Why are these people attacking me? And it's like the Thalmor and they're just wrecking him.
Fucking elves.
Oh,
Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin.
Why are there
something,
dragoons
Something,
attacking?
something. Dovahkiin.
oh yeah. Let's pass this game alright.
It was pretty good.
Cool.
I claimed the Witcher sword.
Oof.
I am now partway to being the Witcher.
Okay.
Fancy.
Geralt of Riviera.
No, I'm playing like a really young, like stupid, like teenager boy who's a bit of a mommy's boy, and over time I'm trying to get to the point of
Become
being
Chad.
Chad, man. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah,
Quest to become a Chad.
yeah. My quest to become Geralt of Rivia,
Geralt of
Yeah.
Riviera.
but I'm basically fucking teenager Matt Damon.
Oof.
Okay.
My whole character is just ridiculous.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So,
Also, course we were. Oh,
Mhm.
parents.
I was going to say, I've now got power line production automated, along with some
Yeah.
other things. Good time.
I'm just watching that. I'm gonna lower the quality so I can actually watch while you're talking. What was that, Stu?
No, we were talking about movies to watch like earlier on stuff,
Uh-huh.
and I suggested, Irish movie Fatal Divination.
Oh yeah.
Tell us all about that movie, Stu. You can probably sell it better than I can.
Stu?
What?
You said tell us all about it, Stu.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
you can probably sell it better than I can.
Oh, you mean me? Yeah. The acting is about on par with any porn you've ever seen. The combat scenes, like the fighting scenes, are about on par with like the highest tier SF training.
Why is this
Like
stopping
they are
shooting?
the best. There's no film that has better gunplay than Fatal Deviation. I can guarantee 100% this. What else can I say about it?
It's an accurate representation of Ireland
Oh
in
yes.
the 90s.
Oh yes, it's a highly accurate representation of even Ireland right now, because of our innate ability to just teleport everywhere.
Yep.
They had to increase our COVID restrictions because we just teleport everywhere and just spreads COVID around everywhere. So yeah. I don't know what other bullshit gonna come up about this one. Oh.
Has an accurate, mature delve into the dark world of crime in Ireland.
Oh yeah, the fucking mafia boys that are just out of nowhere.
Live in a bungalow with no furniture.
It is. It has the worst sets. It's just fucking hilarious. And there's a one bathtub, but they keep reusing it for some reason.
Crispo says build a big factory without dying, Skog.
I mean, I think I've only died once so far, and that was in the stream yesterday where I wasn't paying attention and the aliens ate me.
Oh no.
Because
That's
I
not
was
good.
basically just talking to the lovely people watching and wasn't paying attention to the massive horde running up behind me.
Don't let the aliens nibble on your bum. That's not good.
Bro.
I mean, I don't plan to let them.
Oh no. God. How could you ruin the environment of this beautiful alien planet? Look at all that smog and smoke.
Oh, Greta is gonna send her
Greta's-
letter of complaints.
I do find it amazing that you start off as a crash survivor of a spaceship and you build all of this in like the span of a few days. Or however long it is.
It's quite a few
Mhm.
in-game days, but yeah.
Yeah. It's like technology must be good in base time. Like,
Good
those
old-fashioned
you know
not
more.
being a little bitch about things, I think.
uh,
Right, that should help the defences. As this corner has been eaten several times now. Okay, I'm meant to be getting stone delivered to me.
tell your friendly robot slaves to get more stone.
Crack the whip.
Won't work. It'll just chip off their paint.
Robotic child slaves. As Nullus
Oh, no.
kindly referred to my bots in my server when first.
Ah yes, the robotic child slave.
Jesus.
That's really dire when you think about it. It's like, I'm gonna make a robot slave, but it's gonna look like a child that's its size. Like, oh.
When the recharger hits and it's just like suddenly I'm using like 6 times as much electricity as I was. I think I need to make some accumulators. Which I should be able to do. I just need to reroute this route very slightly.
Oh yeah, the electric network. You need more power.
Yep. And I plan to get it. By making batteries.
So is it like RimWorld where you need to build a little battery storage area for emergency power?
Little
if
is
you're
the wrong word, but yes.
Oh, you need a massive room.
You need a fucking unit of one, yeah.
Jesus. Big chunker of a battery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Should play more RimWorld again. Just not at the time or the inclination right now. So. This is
I'm
the problem when
thinking-
you play so many different games.
Mm-hmm.
You think, yeah, I should play more of that game, more of that game, more of this
Yeah.
one as well. Never.
Oh, that's why I was hesitant the last days too to expand to a different game.
Hey, Dylan.
Hello, Dylan.
Hello.
Should probably make some solar arrays as well. And drop
Power
off some
of the
more
sun.
engines there.
Consume the sunlight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I saw a thing of if we build too many solar panels, the sun will turn off and stuff like that.
That's not how that works.
one of the really old like boomer memes.
Yeah.
yeah, if we build too many solar panels, the sky will break.
The sky is falling again.
Like, the sun will literally last 1,000,000 years or something, our sun, I
It's
think.
a lot more than 1,000,000, but
But yeah, like I've
we
seen
have
this
no
documentary
concerns
Hey,
with the
like
Softy.
sun turning off.
like there's been documentaries and stuff of like what would happen if our sun died, and how would humanity survive if our sun died? It's like by the time our sun gets close to dying, humanity will either be dead or they'll have left Earth and gone somewhere else.
We'd be on Mars already.
No, no, well, Mars wouldn't
Elon's
even
colony.
survive. It's in the same system, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like we would be across the galaxy in different
We
systems
would
at
have.
that point.
Are you trying to say we would have
Earth
long
would become a
pieced out?
shithole that no one would want to live on eventually. It's like,
So,
Are you,
like, it
are
is
you trying to say
now.
we would have long pieced out by then?
yeah, we honestly we'd probably be
Yeah.
dead in 1,000,000 years. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think we'll last that long.
I mean, look at how long Byzantium lasted.
Yeah,
Do you think Elon would not save us?
it's
I
not
mean-
a question of Elon. It's just
Yeah.
I think humanity will have a good run, but they'll either evolve out of their current form or they'll just fuck off somewhere else.
Oh shit, we will become the
Or
grey.
just get tired. It's just one of those things that'll happen eventually.
Yeah, we will become.
I think we'll have a
Tyranids.
good run of it, though. That's my optimistic take on it.
So Stu is not, optimistic for fully automated gay space communism.
Not well. It might happen. It's just we would need to learn more tech first before we can make that feasible.
We need to level up our tech
Yeah,
before we get that
make that
far.
work.
Yeah.
we,
Before
we
become
cannot make
these
communism work at our
guardians.
current tech level. We need to be on Star Trek level techs to actually make it kind of work, because it seems to work there.
No, Skog, Earth will become like Detroit, just all over the globe. But didn't Detroit become human?
Oh yeah,
That
Detroit
was a
becomes
joke.
human and then goes out for smokes.
Oof.
Detroit become meme, become robot.
Yeah. Yeah, Stu, what did you think the last day of my Detroit joke?
Which one?
In the Bronze Age game? Where
I
Troy
don't
was just
remember it.
Detroit. Troy was just Detroit.
Oh, okay. No, I did not remember that. I'm afraid I didn't
Yeah.
catch that.
Yeah, I had lots of little subtle things.
It was
like
too
that.
big brain for me.
Oh, I had way too many jokes going on at once, so I'm not surprised.
Right, so yeah, as it may be as you may people who are watching will see, I am at this point just making semi-automatic robot factories because. Oops.
What the hell is? Oh yeah, Saki's talking about Star Trek lore now. Yeah, I think in the lore, Earth had a big war with itself, and they basically made space marines to fight. This essentially it was kind of like 40k. They just had a bunch of warlords on Earth fighting each other and like one of them had space marines, so and nuclear weapons, and so Earth became a shithole. And then the Vulcans showed up and was like, "Yo, fam,
Stop
be
being
peaceful."
gay.
Yeah, essentially aliens turned up like, "Yo, fam, can you stop being gay? Be cool instead. We'll give you the warp drive
dude,
and
be
all
chill.
that." Like,
Yeah, chill
Being
out.
gay is gay. Kill all aliens.
I have no comment as I only like Star Wars. I don't like Star Trek, so
I don't particularly like Star Trek, but I have watched a lot of it because it's one of those things that when you get into sci-fi, you need to watch at least some Trek.
You know what I'm really excited about, and I really hope they don't fuck it up, is the new Stargate.
Well,
There's a new Stargate.
bad luck with that one.
Yeah.
Then, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm really holding out that it's going to be okay.
I hope that it will be okay. High hopes, Theg.
What's
My
the new
aspiration is
Stargate about?
it won't be shit.
I have no idea, but I
When was it
hope it was
announced?
not shit. I think it was last week. I could be wrong.
Really? They've just
Let me get
announced
it up. Yeah, hang on, let me get it.
Tell us about that, so make
I
a
have
judgment.
no idea. That was all I know. I'm just getting it up. Stargate. Stargate Boogaloo. Fucking
Yeah, that was another thing about the Star Trek lore. They literally ban genetic like research because of the big war on Earth. It was called the Eugenics Wars or something, which is kind of funny.
Here, I may have a thing if it's gonna load. Come on. Development for new Stargate TV series was set within the SG-1 universe. Canon
500.
as
Ah,
is
shit.
progressing. Let me find some information on in this that is actually interesting. I hate when like articles online just use as their source fucking Twitter. Because that's not a fucking source.
No.
I'm trying to find something that's
So there's
not
no
bullshit.
intel. It's just it's set in the Stargate universe and it's coming at some point.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Oh.
He addressed the question that there were a potential project that might air. So basically it was just a fucking tweet.
Someone's like,
God
ah, you
damn
know,
it.
maybe.
Maybe it's coming. I don't know.
Yeah, so basically someone from the Stargate boys fucking did a tweet and everyone thinks that okay.
Oh, it's official.
I hope that it's actually coming out.
I like this quote by
Same.
Saki though in chat. Star Wars is good, but the bit with Captain O'Neill piloting the TARDIS through the Eye of Terror to combat the Borg was a bit too much.
that is probably one of the only Star Trek things I've ever read is they did a limited line of comics that was a crossover between Doctor Who and Star Trek, and it was like the Borgs and the Daleks were teaming up, and that was kind of cool. But I agree with Crispo that, or no, it was the Cybermen. You're right. But I agree with Crispo. Star Wars is more up my alley. Although one of my coworkers he was a big Trekkie, and I was the big Star Wars person, and he was like, "Oh, but the Force is like a religion. And that's why I don't like Star Wars." I'm like,
You don't have to like the Force. In fact, Star Wars, arguably in the prequels, criticizes the Force quite a bit.
And then the Force
Jedi.
becomes like a myth within like 10 years.
Well, let's forget Disney's fuck up for a minute.
Ah, that was the
it's
that was
magic
the
now.
originals. You know, it's
Magic.
just
Oh,
It's
you mean
not
where
true.
after 20 years,
yes, it's your old like religious like mysticism has no power here,
That
Lord
was
Vader,
weird.
and then he's just like,
I think
"I'ma
it's one of those
choke you."
things. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that it was the original movie. They didn't really quite know what the backstory was gonna be,
Yeah.
so they just wrote the line like that.
But then they did it
It's
again in the third one, and it was just like,
Yeah.
stop deleting memory. Like, people are still alive.
Yeah, like the Jedi have literally been around for thousands of years. People know about this.
Like,
There's
they've got a
still
massive, like, citadel. Like, you can't
Saki,
just
Yeah.
hide that shit.
Saki, to be fair, anything Judge Dredd related is amazing.
Oh yeah,
They really need to make Dread 2.
yeah.
Because the,
The Force is magic with two major religions.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
Isn't it? That sounds more like the American politics system. You must join the Democrats.
yeah,
You know it's to be
that
true.
joke has been made, I believe. Well, what was it Biden said? I am the
that's
Democratic Party.
is it the Alexios, Giorgio Alexios or something, that Greek guy who does all the, political cartoons?
God.
Yeah.
The ones of, like, Biden literally just being a... No, it's Nancy Pelosi is literally just a lich.
Oh yeah,
And, like, Joe Biden is just kind of gone.
just a husk.
But he did say, I am the Democratic Party.
Democratic Party. It's so funny that he's being sued right now because dumb shit that was said. So I don't have enough iron. This is potentially going to be an issue.
Isn't that your issue in Minecraft as well?
Yeah,
Like,
but in
someone needs
Minecraft,
to find
I just need to
some-
get, like, you know, iron golems and, like, melt them.
Someone needs to make a compilation through all of Skog's streams of all the times him saying, I need iron.
I mean, I've got some iron. It's just not... I'm not producing enough.
But I'm saying you could make a compilation of how many times in streams you've said, I need iron. I'm out of iron.
I am iron deficient right now.
Okay, so
Take
I have battery accumulators that are functional, and technically are granting me a much larger electric grid. That's good.
Better than Scott consistently saying I need wood.
I've got plenty of wood at the moment.
Ooh woo.
I need to get some wood up here. Oof.
You need to make an iron golem farm in Minecraft. He's done
He's
that.
done that twice, three
Well,
times.
a few times.
Uh,
It works, you know. Right.
I'm always amazed whenever I see it's just a horrifying contraption of insanity.
To be fair,
It's
there's
just a load of
some-
villagers in beds, and it's
Better question is, do you plan to play the new 2 DLCs for Minecraft Dungeons? At some point.
At some point, but I really can't be bothered paying like. I don't know, actually, they're like 5.
They were
7
cheap. They were like $5
they're like 5
each.
quid each. So yeah, I could pay 5 quid for a few more levels. Just, you know, I'm not in a rush to, as it were. It's a lot of messages I'm getting, and I really don't have to answer them on stream
me.
because
Yeah, I
it
got
takes a
work
while.
to do. Me.
Let's check all these robots dropping stuff off to me.
Yeah, I keep meaning to do a Star Wars video, like lore video at some point, trying to, not so much a lore thing, but just explaining what the hell the Force is about, so just because lots of people have done different videos of it and have different interpretations, so I'm gonna just try and collect it all and make it easy to understand, right? This is what it boils down to, basically, like video.
If you like, I can ask you like questions and like maybe
Yeah,
have
I
you
might,
extend it.
might try and do that, but...
Yeah.
The problem is it's not very well defined within Star Wars how it actually works. So a lot of it is
They
just
don't
fans.
even know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of it is just fans and authors coming up with their own
Yeah.
notions of how it would work. But
Okay.
I generally just view it as magical nonsense that people can just tap into if they have a proper connection, meditation,
Force.
and training kind of stuff. Yeah.
The
You too
Force.
will be able to lift an entire spaceship with your mind.
Yes.
The Force.
Which,
The Force is-
in magic systems that I'm more familiar with, I forget which system it was now, has the result of if you mess up, the weight of that spaceship on your mind just pushes your entire brain out of your ears. So,
The Force
The
is like
Force.
40k space battles. Yeah, kind of. It's
Yeah,
just-
the Force. The Force is Jesus. He is
Yeah.
the Force.
No,
The
that's
Force
Rey.
is in you.
Rey is the Force. She's
And-
Jesus.
he
She's
is
the
light,
strongest
the way.
Jedi.
Oh god.
Oh shit! Is Ray in me? Oh no! How did that
And the
happen?
way I... Oh god. Oh, raisin.
Cross, think of the way you word things.
I know. I done it on purpose.
So the Force is like Warhammer 40k.
Because you know the phrase "the Force is in you." It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
It's
Force
with
with-
you. The Force is with you,
Oh,
not
okay.
in
okay.
you.
Oh, I think I'm mixing up the Jesus quote. Oh no.
Yeah. And the way I would boil down the Sith and Jedi, like the good and light side of the Force, that's purely just a representation of the person using it at the time. So someone who's really angsty, angry, stuff, when they manifest the Force, it's in the form of aggressive ways. It's not the Force that has like a weird balance thing. It's just whoever's using it is using it like that. That would be an easy way to interpret it, but for some reason fans have gone into total hoo-ha about, oh, no, it's, you know,
Anakin, you've got to use the Force. But not on
Yeah.
your wife, that's wrong.
I have a question related to this game. So, A, why did your spaceship crash on this random planet? What were
Oh.
you doing going to this random planet?
Oh.
And, like,
How did
who do you think you are that you can just go and, like, take their resources and oil? Are you America?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not using them.
How do you know?
It sounds
Do
like
you
he's American. then.
see any advanced civilizations here?
You don't know
Oh.
those aliens might drink the oil.
I mean, they're not while I've been here.
This is literally the Anglo reasoning for like colonizing America. They weren't
Because
using
I
it.
can.
They weren't using it anyway.
Oof.
Oof.
Now, in theory, I can get clever with the storage system. Put a storage chest here with a filter for empty barrels. Then any empty barrels that I dump into the logistics network go that way.
Now, Skog has been playing this with Korak as you got it for his birthday.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So I now... Oh no, I do need to get... Actually no, I need to build this over here. What am I talking about? When I've just built a really complicated thing that I need to build, like, here. Back we go. I literally could just pipe this over here. I have
Who's Yaddle?
Yaddle is like the female Yoda that was on the Jedi Council in the prequels.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I know.
Yoda
I,
with the bare hair.
I didn't realize she had a name. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really dumb name. It's like Yoda and Yaddle. It's like they both are wise. The Yoda race
Better
doesn't even
than
have a name.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, thoughts on what Baby Yoda's real name is?
I don't care. I imagine it doesn't have a name because it's a baby. And
It's gonna have a Y in it. I guarantee it.
Yamal.
Yamal.
Yamar. Yep.
Yamal.
Yalma.
Okay, this is totally efficient, guys.
Yonga. I don't know.
Honda. Yeah, this is very efficient. This system I've
Yeah.
got here.
Yeah.
Yes, we know that Baby Yoda is a nickname that the fans
Oh, we
gave
know
it, but
that.
the fact that it's called the Child
Yeah, we
isn't
know it's
any
the
better.
child, Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, we know.
It's gonna be named Hillary.
Pastor would like to join us. He's in the waiting room.
Yeah,
That
drag
is
him,
up to Skog, as it is his stream.
Yeah.
drag him
I'll-
in, as long as it doesn't get too busy.
No, it's
Who-
fine.
Give me a
ask him.
second.
We'll ask him his thoughts on Baby Yoda.
Oh yeah.
We want to try to keep it somewhat Skog
Hillary.
related. We are focusing on the Skog.
I mean, it's been 2 hours and I have so far got no nearer my actual objective here, so...
Well,
Little Pasta, we are on stream. Skog is streaming Factorio.
so your boy Crispo is in the chat.
Yep. The Norwegians unite.
It's your boy in the
They're
house.
not like. Why do I just think of Captain Planet except for it's Norwegian?
Excuse me?
Like the different, like, you know, they have like the different rings and it's like South Norway, North Norway. With our powers
No way.
combined,
We will retake Sweden.
we create Captain Norway.
We will defeat Sweden.
And And also, to be fair, I know you've never heard what Crispo sounds like, Cross, but Crispo is 10 times borkier. He borks.
The big boy.
Pasta does not bork.
Not as much.
Oh, wow, I can make one of those things.
All Norwegians unite. We will combine to become the Vikings again.
Become the Scandinavian Union, like with the yellow flag and all that.
Oh,
yeah.
oh can
yeah.
you go sort?
The
Can you go sort out France, Crispo?
The Scandinavian Union ball is still one of the most amusingly drawn, because it's just massive and has Mjolnir.
Yes, you are the one that borks.
Right. What it
Ah,
works. Jesse,
Nice.
need to retake Scandinavia, Jesse.
Quickly, you must assemble, Captain Viking.
But that's why we love you, Crispo, because you have the most, in my opinion, like, the most interesting of the Norwegian accents, because there is a Norwegian that just sounds like Russian, and that guy is crazy.
There was, he's been needed.
But Pasta does the most interesting voices with his accent.
Mhm.
Well, you do interesting voices. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah, you can sound like a mobster, as we found out. Italian gangster. And then cut out as he tries to say.
Crispo asked what did Cross say the others were talking over him.
We will find out eventually, I assume.
Oof.
Sorry about that.
I was going to say Pasta is a good character actor.
Yes.
Sake.
Oh,
Fish. No fish for quotes.
Didn't you say no? No, wasn't that... what news company was the one that said that Norwegians don't even have a culture?
Yeah, narrow that one down
Now
quite a bit.
that's a different
What-
insult.
Was it an
Crispo
American
isn't even
company?
really a person.
Was it an American company that said that?
Nope.
Alright, because it sounds like something that one of them would say.
Nope. It was another European country that was saying, or
Probably
news
Was it
people.
Sweden? Was it
You
Sweden?
did say it. I've got...
They are proud of being partially Viking and also being the friends of Scandinavia. No, this has to be the Germans.
For a while,
Often.
Crispo was called not even a person. It was
Oh,
not
yes.
in...
Yeah, fucking sus. Okay, yeah. You're right on that, Captain Crispo.
I don't remember who it was. I just
Oh.
remember someone said that you guys weren't even a country.
Yeah, it's the Norwegian or the Scandinavian Airlines.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Our
Yeah.
Viking ancestors.
Yeah, brother. Brothers.
And it's just like...
Do you know
I
the way?
I know Vikings are the meme, but it's just like...
Brother,
Surely it
do
would
you
be
know
your
the way to Oslo?
Scandinavian ancestors. I don't
know
imagine
the
many
way
of your
to Oslo?
ancestors were actually Vikings. That seems
My
at least impractical.
Man, I'm just gonna read a little bit along the goes.
Brother.
Do you know the way to racist stereotypes? So, I have... I can make 3 of this science. You know how many I need? 500.
Oh shit.
So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make the factory that makes them over here, and then I'll just hope for the best.
Research
so you
more
just
tech.
make an MIT lab somewhere that just
Yeah.
produces.
Build Elon Musk's Gigafactory.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of effort.
Build Elon Musk.
Yeah, Crispo, Saki is a great thing of having you, clip you saying stupid stuff when you're reading comments. I would know. He's done it to me many a time.
Does Saki have many tricks of me saying really weird shit?
If you build an Elon Musk, he can build it all for you.
Just
I'm
remember to
just
say
built your
Allahu
country
Akbar enough
with a
times.
sign.
Yeah.
So,
But when
so
does the
yeah.
Elon Musk DLC come out?
Bro.
You get like a big fucking. What the fuck do you call it? You get like a space elevator from Mars just carrying product down to you.
Flamethrowers.
That
Yeah,
could also work.
Yeah, I just thought if
Yeah.
I do the science team 40k
Yeah.
game, I do need to have an Elon Musk as the. I might just make him the boss. Actually, he's just the big boss in charge. It's like
Yeah.
talk
Well,
about AI and stuff like that.
Pastor was talking about changing his character. That's an idea for you.
I will continue to be Ursula if it is in that setting.
It'll probably be a new. It's not going to override the other campaign, but it's more like a one-off campaign.
Oh yeah, the science team one, yeah.
Be tech priest. I think that
What
could
was
be
my
fun.
character? Wasn't it like Steve Irwin?
Steve Irwin, you're
Bye,
like a tech priest.
Saki. Don't aloha snack bar
Yeah.
too many people.
Oh.
Steve Irwin, tech priest biologist.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
No,
right.
let's not hope. Don't get arrested, Saki.
Bruh.
What is he doing?
He's gonna go aloha snack bar.
It might mean a different thing where he's from. It probably
He's from
doesn't.
the
but-
same country as you.
Yeah, but the country's big.
He just lives near London.
That's not even remotely a London accent, but
I know, but I was trying to say it how you say it. Because you always say it like with such disgust in your voice. Skog doesn't like London.
I was going to
I
say
mean,
hello to all the
I
Scott
don't.
fans from London.
We went to London. It was pretty nice.
it's all right if you go to the touristy places. It's just,
We didn't go to any of the touristy places. I think we just went to like this mall or an outdoor shop thing. I don't know.
we went to the
Alright.
Christmas market that was at the Jubilee Gardens. It
That
was
sounds
quite
alright.
pleasant.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
And then we had a cheeky Nando's.
Cheeky Nando.
Did you get to go visit the Queen yet, Ash?
No.
No.
Don't think that's a thing you can just kind of do.
Oof.
Well, there is now a tiny amount of the green bar. Teeny amount. I forgot that they made this much more difficult to get this part of the science. It's such a long time since I've played through this bit. I'm very sorry for shattering your illusions. Also, there are people who have finished the game by now.
Oof. I've never heard of Luton.
Oh, Luton.
Luton?
Luton.
We've been through Luton.
Did we?
Yeah, it's one of the places the bus stops.
Oh. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry that I said.
Luton is, well...
Do you loot?
how-
Do you loot in Luton?
No,
well,
Yeah.
some people do.
it's technically a London suburb.
Right,
say,
how
like,
do I
like-
do this without this getting flagged by YouTube? How do I say this?
A Mr. Romy
Sounds like
Tobinson is from there.
And yeah, and they're
most of
also
the problems
certain...
he is a fan, he's not a fan of, are from there.
Yeah, there's certain ethnic groups that reside in Luton quite a lot, and certain faiths that reside there quite a lot.
Like sock puppets who worship
Oh, I
the
see.
chaos gods?
Oh,
That would be
it's north-
preferable.
Yeah,
I see it's north of London. Okay.
Most
I
of
was
London
thinking, is there an
north of London.
airport there? But I
There
think I'm thinking of
is.
something
There is
else.
Luton Airport.
Okay, that's okay. So it is the place that I flew into at one point.
there are people that reside in the desert.
See, that's what I thought. Luton
Yeah.
sounds like discount London.
There's a lot of
Crystal.
places that used to be more impressive long ago in their history.
It sounds like London after it's been looted to hell.
Yes.
Luton is just. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. That'd be-
Discount London.
No, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's like the staging ground for the invasion of London by the people from the sand.
By the
The
barbarians.
views of people on my stream are not those necessarily represented by me, because that could result in a 7-year
Oh.
prison sentence because the UK has ridiculous hate crime laws.
Oh yeah.
Or
Speaking
me
of-
spending 9 hours
we've had-
editing it out.
Now that I think about it, so all of the people that live in the UK don't like the UK. We've had this discussion.
No.
You guys never have anything nice to say about the UK, but the Norwegians, they just really like their country.
That's the thing.
Cough.
No,
Except
like,
for Oslo.
It's more the UK approach to things is we're miserable bastards. But if you say bad shit about the UK, woo lad,
so like I've never
you
heard
wanna fucking
Crispo
go.
or
Oh.
Pasta say anything bad about like the the regions they live in.
Ash,
Yes.
you just reminded me. I mentioned to Skog a few days ago, and I say to you, at some point when you have sorted out the move and whatnot, maybe next year at some point when all that's dealt with, Owen the Goth, Halloween, I will take ye to the Cave of the Cats to meet them all again. It's like Christmas, except the Death God.
Cool.
You might enjoy
What
it.
way to sell it?
I don't know. I was trying to sell it in a funny way and it didn't come out right, so I just kept going.
Death God.
Yeah.
Crispo says, "Come and see our country. Plenty of reasons to love Norway." I'm pretty sure Skog would like to go to
To be fair,
Norway.
most of the UK is lovely. It's just it has these things called cities.
Yeah, that's the main play thing. Where I live, it's pretty pleasant. Honestly, it's all country and farms and forests and valleys and shit. So it's like it's nice.
Yeah,
But
live
when
in
I go
the-
to the city, I get filled with depression. So I'm like, no.
Yeah,
Like-
I do aspire to, being successful enough at my like drawing work that I, can just live somewhere and do that.
Yep.
Because, it would be nice. I just need to be good at it enough for long enough to have like a reputation as someone who knows what I'm doing.
To be fair though, Crispo and Pasta's country is like really pretty. They've got like mountains and shit.
I mean, we've got Scotland
You
and
are-
Wales for that, so. And you've
We
had
only
bits
have
of England.
We only have one fjord here. Pasta has many.
Yep.
Pasta has a monopoly on the fjords.
Wow.
Only
That's
his
across
country's
Crispo.
allowed.
See, Crispo agrees with you that Oslo is apparently trash.
Pining
yeah.
for the fjords.
I mean, I work there, so I should
Like,
know
What?
well that it's trash.
In all honesty, what is the nicest city in the world? Like that's pleasant to live in?
Geneva
Yeah,
is
like-
really pretty.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's like Switzerland in general is just nice to live.
Yeah, I say, have
I
you
guess.
seen Lindy Beige's latest video where he's got the?
Oh no.
Yeah, he literally goes there to shoot rifles. It sounds awesome.
Oh,
it,
shit.
It was from
Oh,
a
he
while
does
ago, I think. I don't know if
Oh, no.
it's. I think thing is, he seems like he gets a lot of content, and then releases it over a really long time, because sensible. But he
It's
has
a good way
like
to do it, yeah.
Swiss, like not bullfighting, cow fighting, where you get
Y'all are not-
cows that wrestle
I'm not-
each other willingly, and they don't injure each other despite having full capacity to do so.
Okay, yeah, that list is broken. I don't believe them.
Hmm?
And what is the 50th most beautiful cities to live in the world? Paris, France was number 1 and New York City was number 2.
Have they been there recently? Like
This-
New York's
oh, no.
New York and Paris have both been on fire for about a year now. I wish I was exaggerating.
Is there any country that actually likes its capital city?
Basically, no.
This says Rome is the most beautiful city in the world.
I could probably go for that. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure Rome hasn't fallen too badly to the modernist architects because
So Rome,
Anytime soon.
Florence, Italy, Paris, France,
I mean,
Edinburgh, Scotland? I know I say it wrong.
Edinburgh's good.
will-
Nice, yeah.
It's close.
London,
I will say
England.
that,
It's all hills. All of them are uphill as well for some inextricable reason.
Even when you climb the hill, you turn around.
It's just up still, yes.
I will say
Hmm?
What was that, Pastor?
Oslo is bad, but like most of the Oslo can be a beautiful city. It's just the people that tend to be trash. And well,
Crispo, no. Dublin is our version of Oslo. We dislike
Wait.
that place immensely.
Are you dissing a city that our ancestors have built?
The
Okay,
city was literally founded on slavery.
I looked it up. Out of not big cities, Lucerne, Switzerland. I probably said that wrong. Is the best city in the world to
Lucerne?
live in.
Let me check.
That's about right.
So the Swiss
Let me
people have it.
Google that.
Switzerland is generally just a very pleasant place. As long as you have literally all of the money.
See, I agree with this one. So it's Lucerne, Switzerland, Boulder, which is Colorado, which is beautiful.
I think I've been there.
Björn, Bergen, Norway.
Bergen?
Can you confirm
Bergen.
that?
That was
Bergen, I
what
think.
now?
Bergen.
Bergen.
I think she's saying Bergen.
Bergen.
Oh, Bergen. Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
number.
Very not city.
It's the third nicest place in the world to live.
I can see that one. Actually, I haven't actually been there myself, but yeah, I haven't heard bad things about it or the people.
Mhm.
Okay, the first place in the UK is Bath.
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 I gather that's a nice enough place.
I like
Yep,
that
that's
place.
the only place in the UK.
I like that place.
I mean, you
Nice.
said Edinburgh.
No, on this list, these are small towns.
Ah, okay.
But Bath is in a small town. Oh no.
Like Crispy pointed out, Bergen, like the main caveat at least, is that it always rains.
Oh, it's like Ireland, but in Norway.
Yeah. Then the rain. Mostly a good thing you hear about it.
Me being like an American and most of our cities being bigger than even our small towns are small. Like moving to the UK, I would love to live in like Skog's small village. Like I know it's not that small, but
It's still pretty small. It's that thing of I can walk for an hour in town and still be in town. In an hour I could walk all the way across my village. Like, probably to two sides of it at least.
Yeah, my town was like that.
It's
I could
long and
cross
thin.
in an hour. Yeah.
So I'm not doing research other than when I'm getting stuff, and I'm still just not producing enough material.
Jupe, I've never heard of that. See, I want to go see more nice old architecture.
Yeah,
We didn't get to.
It's basically saying, yeah. Let's start there.
The shorthand dash for pronouncing Norwegian words is to pronounce J's Y.
No. But I don't know any Norwegian.
You?
But I get it.
And E's I.
Yep.
Yeah.
I say if
Instead
you want the
of
northern way of pronouncing vowels, it's yeah.
Also, isn't it like depending on the part of because like crispo and like pasta are from two different parts of Norway, so I imagine they have different dialects of Norwegian.
I would
Yep.
bet so, yes.
I'm pretty sure you can tell the difference between someone who lives in Boston and someone who lives in, like, you know, California.
Yeah,
Well, to be fair, Norway is very radical in terms.
but I'm saying it's all the same language,
Oh, they-
but like, you know,
Crystal has a request
like-
for you, Ash.
what?
Pronounce that letter.
Ooh.
Eh? Eh? Eh?
Isn't there a weird one with like a B as well?
Oh,
It's an ooh, isn't it?
we have that one too.
Yeah, what's the weird one we get with the B? It's like a B and an R. Oh, the O. Yeah,
That might be another one.
yeah.
The German one, actually.
Might be thinking of Swedish, but I know there's one with a B in it.
Well, for the one that Chris posted at least.
I mean, that's most places.
Yeah.
I know I have the weird accent for around here because I have a West Midlands accent, but I'm in the East Midlands.
Well, that's the thing. You guys got accents. We have two different languages-ish. Well, two different speaking, writing languages.
Mm-hmm.
Not even just speaking languages, mostly writing languages.
Oh.
And they are in certain cases tied with the dialects. That, and then you have somebody pronouncing it very differently based on region. My mate, you're in for a treat.
Do you have like signposts like over here written in languages?
No. At least in southern Norway, you usually just get basically they pander to the local accent, and then say, I guess over in like Bergen up north, they are more likely.
Yeah, because it tends to be really funny, especially here in the west of Ireland, because the signposts are usually written by someone from the east of Ireland, and when they like on some of the signposts, you'll see graffiti on them. It's really funny because normally like there's graffiti and it's like like a dick drawn on it or something. In the west of Ireland, the graffiti is probably a correction of the spelling because they spelled it wrong.
And pasta, I am from South Norway, and my dialect is a mix of local place and two different places from East Norway. Was what Chris said.
He's on the border with Sweden, isn't he?
No.
No?
Mm-hmm. It's like me then, southern Norway lad.
Yeah.
But I think also depending on, because like Skog can tell you, the way I sound on Discord and the way I sound in person is very different, and the way that Skog sounds like on here and in person, like his accent is way heavier in person. Same with Stu. Stu sounds way more Scottish in person.
Also, my
than he
accent
does on here.
changes when I'm talking about topics that I get distracted on, and my accent just dissolves into just kind of noise.
Well, and like you're around your parents, you're way more Midland British-y. Like you always say, I sound more Southern in person because I don't think about what I'm saying as much. So I'm sure Pasta probably sounds way more Norwegian if you like met him in person. Crispo, I don't imagine you could sound any more Norwegian or Porky than you already do.
Oof.
My accent is just a complete mess, depending on who I'm talking to. It's fun.
I don't know.
I was gonna say.
So I have to have the clear formal accent for my job because
Yeah.
one thing that's really pissed me off is when we've got. Shit, I forgot one in my pockets. Yes, right. I'm gonna just give me 1 second.
Because I was gonna say, you sound way more Norwegian when you're drunk, Pasta. Like your voice, your accent completely just changes when drunk Pasta shows up.
Okay, now I don't know how audibly different it's gonna be, but now I've got a mask on. It messes my words because I have a beard, so my mask is constantly riding up into my eyes whenever I talk, and it's just that thing of, do I want to adjust my beard more to make a mask? And the answer is no.
Just cut a hole in the mask, let the beard out.
No.
There's no point where
if it
mask
wasn't
then.
for the
Yeah.
if you don't wear a mask, you're a criminal who wants to kill grandma, and it's just like, my grandma has been staying inside for months now. I'm sure she's fucking bored of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're back on restriction again over here.
Oof, are you and Pasta fighting over who's more Southern Norwegian?
No, technically I would be Eastern Norwegian. So.
Weird flex.
I mean,
okay.
like, we're on the south end, but, like, I'm part of northeast.
Right.
East.
So,
Further south, but also southwest. Sorry.
Don't like masks.
I was gonna say, Ash, so from a scale of your Discord voice to Yosemite Sam, how Texan do you sound in person?
Oh my god.
She's not so bad. I've heard people like around her when she's at the shops and whatever who have like the proper full-on like, you know, you can practically hear the pistols firing into the air.
Yeah, I think it's like Scott can tell definitely like when I'm talking to my family, it's just it sounds more. So the thing about it is like I think about it so like with people down south, like southern people, we mash a lot of our words together.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to enunciate more
Mm-hmm.
than I do, you know, like. But there's some people like when I talk to other Southern people, like when I spoke to like Magnus or when I spoke to like Leona, literally can sometimes sound like we're speaking a different language, even though we're speaking the same thing, but we're speaking Southern.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that's just how it is. No. No, you're being ridiculous.
That's speaking French. It's frog.
I will be right back.
Oh no.
What am I doing today? That's a good question. It is 2.5 hours in, wow. And I've got quite a few robots. Not a lot of robots, but quite a few. And I've got 84 construction robots.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna hop off. I gotta ensure I get enough sleep for work tomorrow.
Understandable.
Have a
Y'all
good
have a
night.
good time.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
You.
So, what is your current goal, Skog?
My current goal is to get my robot system so I can actually automate it. And then I can do away with most of this nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd forgotten that they made the getting robots really expensive.
Alright.
It used to just be quite expensive. To be fair though, it does pay off. It's just, I probably should have checked that before I was like, yeah, I'll do a stream of me doing this. This won't take long.
2 hours later.
I think this has been about 10 hours on this game save already.
Oh, is it? Jesus.
Yeah, it took me a really long time to find oil, so I couldn't progress into, like, any of the, you know, oil-based stuff for ages. Like, I went out and put out all these, like, radar positions to try and find oil, and none of them have found oil yet. I've still only got the oil I found from just driving around in the wilderness.
Oh no.
And then it took me most of an hour just to run the pipeline for it. I probably should have just made overland pipes, but I prefer to have the underground pipes because, you know, like if the gribbly things run this way and they run around the pipes, fine. If they run through the pipes, you lose a horrific amount of oil.
Jesus. So what you're saying is you're in no danger.
I should be fine, unless they just overwhelm the defenses, which they have been doing at intervals, because they're attacking the corners, and corners are generally weak points.
No, what I meant was you have no oil.
No, I've got oil.
Oh, you got some oil. Okay.
I found oil after quite a while.
Ah.
And I think I'm just gonna go and kick these guys for a bit because they're annoying me.
Oh, the alien boys.
I just gotta not
The
die.
natives.
It's fine. Can I make rocket launchers yet? I can't. That's a shame. Right. Okay, so I've killed off that bug nest that was very near my base. That should make things a bit more pleasant. I didn't kill off that single bug though. Because this corner of my base is just turrets. So yeah, my logistics network is very much in use.
It's like Starship Troopers. I'm just gonna go fight all the bugs off.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep up with all of the... Basically, rather than running conveyor belts for everything, I'm being lazy, which is not helping in the short term, but will make it easier in the long run because I'll just go around it. But it's not productive. I think that's the easiest way of putting it. I'm going to make a solar panel factory just because I can. Braining. 3 of those. 1 of those. And... So yeah, it seems it's going to be at least stream free before I actually get fully automated, unless in the next 20 minutes I can get a significant uptick in the production.
Evening, lads.
Hey, Dom.
So, I bought a PS VR today.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
We are streaming, so you're aware.
Oh, right. Good stuff. Well, that'll be interesting.
Putting
I
streaming
bought
in
a
the channel is
PlayStation VR
apparently
today.
not enough.
And I am going through the process of setting it up on my PC.
Cool.
And it is a involved process,
Yeah.
you may say. So, yes. It is very bootleg, and I have not got it working quite yet. But we'll see what happens.
Understandable. It's gone 10 o'clock. What happened to today? I probably should just run a plastic delivery line down here. So I guess I shall.
Oh, bro, it's kind of working.
Cool.
Kind of. Right. Well, I'm getting visuals through the headset now, at least.
Yeah.
But it is. I am currently standing up and staring at the ground to see something that's supposed to be at the bottom of the monitor.
Alright.
So this is kind of I have to take off the headset and do something else. The annoying thing is that I do not have a PC that has the capability of taking 2 HDMI cables. Well, at least not until I put in all that stuff that I'm supposed to put in. And Stein has been like, "Hey, Don, why haven't you put in all your new computer bits?" And just because I'm afraid. Pretty much.
I think I can output 2 HDMIs on mine.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
I assume I can. I've not, tried to be honest, as I've got 1 HDMI and 1 DVI, as that's what the monitors support. Which always means I have to get a converter for the DVI, because apparently DVI is multiple different things. It's kind of weird having that, like, data format that is just kind of no go away.
Did I just do it? Possibly.
I don't know.
Let me switch out my HDMI cables because the setup is stupid. Oh, I saw something rougher.
I should make more cliff explosives.
What are you currently working on now, Skog?
So, in my effort to be less lazy, I am piping various things around the perimeter of my base. Because I make good decisions. I'm wondering how I can get engines delivered here without too much issue. And I think that's just something I'm going to have to keep on top of.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
There's a lot going on, I think, is the current issue. So the plastic will get delivered by a rather long and windy route all the way down here, which will automate the production of one of the components I need to make the science.
Where's my mouse gone?
And for now, I can just deliver it by hand still.
Oh, here it is. So, what are you streaming?
I am playing Factorio again, as it is enjoyable.
It's like a chill thing, you can kind of zone out and...
Yeah,
build.
unless you zone out too much and then the aliens get you.
Yeah. Oh, is that what
Or
happened?
you get hit by a train or something.
Yeah, getting hit by trains is somewhat of a thing that happens.
Suboptimal at best.
What, you have like a boy that can die, is it?
Yeah.
Ah,
It's probably not very obvious, but I am a dude.
yeah. Sorry, I'm watching one like very...
Yeah, I'm
Can't
not
see.
like a omnipotent hive mind.
Okay. It's not like a top-down thing. Oh, I see your boy now. Okay.
Yeah. I'll stand on this nice big open place.
Yeah, this...
I look vaguely like a Tau.
I know what that means now.
So logistics system research is progressing. I am gathering stuff. Processing units. They are helpful. Doing a mixture of making robot components and other things, because that's the thing. The science it produces three at a time, so I don't need 500. I just need like 166, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still 320 of the processing units, and I have produced, let's have a look, in the last, let's go with 10 hours, because that's definitely the amount of time, I have produced 63!
Mm-hmm.
And I need 300. So I've produced a fifth of my minimum requirements. Ugh. So every now and again, it'll produce some, and then it'll run for a little while. But as long as I can keep it supplied, all is well. I may go and do more bricklaying as something to keep me entertained. By entertained, not entertained, I guess. So, plastic no longer needs to be delivered to me, but I'm going to keep some anyway.
So Crispo says, Skog, wait, why are you going full-on robot playthrough? You were playing a Tau.
I mean, the town have lots of drones.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be you are playing a Tau. I think I'm misemphasizing.
I'm building up a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I might do first is see if I can set up desktop viewer like a
Sitting
view of
down
it
one.
of my desktop on the VR headset, and then be able to control it then.
So I
And
think
then
I've.
set up the game setup.
I think it was an Oculus I've used. It is pretty fun. It's just really disorienting with how like it tricks your brain. So it'll just be that thing where it's like, nah, I'm gonna fall over. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me.
What time is it? Oh, it's after 10. I may wander off.
I
I
understand.
will catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your stream.
That's
Good
the
luck
plan.
with building the robots. Good night.
See ya.
Goodbye, Christmas.
Just gonna fix some of these myself. Just contributing, you know. Yeah, no, my refineries are all basically running at the capacity of the system, so that's good. Wow, I've actually managed to like completely destroy my backlog of having stone. So that's fun. Yeah, this is not even remotely optimal as a system, so yeah. But hey, you know, it's a good example of you know, check how things work before you like go too into them.
So I don't have any like VR controller, so I've turned my phone into a VR controller through an app,
Hmm.
and I guess it should work, but I have no idea.
Well, the chat might get to hear Dom fall off his chair painfully shortly.
No, I'm not currently using my headset. I'm
Yeah.
going through this. I will probably not have this headset set up tonight, but I now have a PSVR headset, so that process will continue. But
I'm guessing it's
hopefully,
optimally
some
used with a
stupidity happens
PlayStation.
tonight. Yes.
Yeah, I got this nice big open space. Yes.
I'm just going to be setting up mine right now for just standing mode because I am in a small room.
Yeah. I've done my the only one I've done was on the standing mode, so in this case I've tried one of the like shooting gallery ones, and it's pretty fun. It's just sometimes the game doesn't agree with what your mind thinks it's doing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like, aim straight. You aimed left. No, I didn't. Fuck
Standard
you.
shooters.
Yeah.
As you call them.
Standy shooters are actually pretty fun. As
Turret shooters, I guess. So let's check one more time with the drivers. Should actually probably set up positional tracking with my webcam.
from what I've seen with the
I have
VR,
my webcam plugged in.
from what I've seen with the VR stuff, Crispo, the newer ones are getting a lot better. So it's the whole early adopting is probably not very
My
optimal.
thought process was with it is that I saw this PSVR secondhand in a game shop for 120 quid. And it was my birthday recently, so I asked, my ma was asking me, oh, what do you want for your birthday or whatever, and I'm like, just make me an apple.
That is a hideous amount of audio failure. It appears Dom has been disconnected due to technical difficulties. Or I have been disconnected due to technical difficulties. Who knows? Either way, I'm going to be wrapping this up shortly. Yeah, I'm going to try and get it so I've actually got the logic system operational before I stream next. Because this is a lot of sitting down and doing not much. Yeah, I think on that note, I will say thank you to everyone who's been watching, and have a nice day.